What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us here again at TGeekdom. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do us a favor and hit that button. And with that said, this is your Krypton Season 2, Episode 7 recap. When last we saw General Zod, he was pointing his big-ass gun at Doomsday, who is charging right at him. We pick up right there as Zod starts with the lowest setting and incrementally increases it until he takes down Doomsday. And just like any big-game hunter, he had to show off his prize to all of Kandor. Zod's plan is to use this win to rally support against the rebels on Wegthor. I think slicing Lyta's throat on live feed did that already, but way to go for the bonus points. Meanwhile, Seg has a plan: go to the Fortress of Solitude and use the equipment there to get Brainiac out of him once and for all. He's tried concealing this from Brainiac, but the big brain guy finally figures it out and paralyzes Seg's hands. Nyssa jumps in for the save and pilots them to the fortress, and just in time they arrive at the fortress just as Seg is falling under Brainiac's power again. This fortress is pretty empty, but Hologram Val is still roaming around and shows up to assist, but Brainiac is in control, so Nyssa and Holo Val come up with a plan to get rid of Brainiac. So Zod wanted to not only test out his new big-ass gun, but also wanted a new weapon. Why invent a new one when one is already roaming around? Makes sense, right? So Zod consults with the weapons tech about how to make Doomsday the ultimate controllable weapon. The tech seems skeptical, as she should, but Zod is persistent. So you know what that means. It's flashback time to the origin story of Doomsday. Cue the music 1,000 cycles ago. Kandor was experiencing civil war. Two houses, El and Zod, have come together to create the ultimate weapon to ensure peace. The weapon will be a modified man. The volunteer is a man named Dax. Seems Dax has unique DNA, making him a great candidate for mutation. Now let me say, these scenes of Dax's transformation are a mix of Captain America and Deadpool's transformations, extreme and harsh. Cut again, Brainiac isn't coming out of Seg easily. He's fused himself to Seg's brainstem. So another grand plan is devised. Nyssa is going to have to use a scalpel to cut the parasite out of Seg's head. Nyssa seems to know how to use a knife, so it should be a simple task. Flashback again to Dax in the transformation/torture chamber. Well, it seems that the way this transformation happens is like this. Dax is gassed over and over, resurrecting each time he dies until his body has built up a tolerance to said means of death. Then it's on to the next. So he's frozen, burned, maimed, drowned, gassed, everything until he's invulnerable to everything. He is the ultimate weapon. Oh, did I mention that halfway through this transformation the Civil War ends, so Dax's complete transformation is just in case. Cut back again and it seems Nyssa is a good surgeon. Seg's feeling very happy and fatherly. Now that he's free of Brainiac finally, he wants to hold his baby. Nyssa out of nowhere says she disavows the Vex family name. She wants to leave the Vex name behind and wants the baby brought up in the El house, so they rename Vex to Jor-El. Yes, that Jor-El, father of Superman. What about our boys on Wegthor though? Well, Kem is leading a team of rebels through the underground tunnels looking for Sagittari with Adam. They come upon an area with some activity and Kem decides to go in alone. Back in modern day, what is it that brings consciousness back to Doomsday? The memory of his wife. Seems she ran away in horror when she saw him as the monster he'd become. I didn't know that Krypton would actually make me feel sorry for Doomsday, but damn it, Krypton did it. Back on Wegthor, Kem came back to Adam and the rebels with a bunch of Sagittari who've been marooned and exposed to radiation. They're starving and near death since most of them are like Kem, ex-rankless. Kem orders his team to hand over their meals to him. He's becoming quite the leader. Just like that cringy relative that no one likes, Brainiac reappears. Seems his nanites have infected Holo Val and hijacked him, so to speak. Now that he had finally formed a body again, Brainiac moves his ship over the fortress. As he prepares to leave, he makes Seg one more offer: come with him and harness the power of the universe, like any bad divorce Seg's done with Brainiac. Except, like every ex, Brainiac wants his pound of flesh, so to speak. Right before he goes, Brainiac kidnaps little Jor-El and his ship jumps away lightspeed as Seg and Nyssa look on horrified. Talk about an emotional roller coaster this week. There was definitely a lot. But that's it. This has been your Krypton recap for the week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Unfortunately, we only got 3 more episodes this season, but we'll see you next time.